second or two here. Well, hello there. Carol Dockum here with Beautiful Faces Going Places, Women's Success Network. And I'm so excited as we are here to celebrate Happy Friendsgiving. You know, there is so much to be said about this time of year as we all are gathering with our family, our friends, our loved ones, just about the value of friendship and the value of a network, and taking the time to really kind of sit back and appreciate and celebrate the wonderful people that we have in our lives. And that's what we are here today to do, to celebrate Happy Friendsgiving. We are all small business owners and entrepreneurs here, and have so much value to give and bring to the world. And so I'm excited to have Ivy, Brenda, Cali, Natalie, and Tasanda here to celebrate Happy Friendsgiving with. And this is super, super exciting. So what we're going to do here is I really want to introduce everyone. And this is we are all about celebrating and really marketing, promoting, supporting small business owners and entrepreneurs. All of us are entrepreneurs that are here today, and I'm just excited to highlight them. So we're going to go around the room and introduce ourselves. Tell us where you're from, your company name, and the problem that you solve. And maybe the value of a network or the meaning of Happy Friendsgiving to you. So Ivy, I am going to pass the mic over to you, and let's get this party started.
Thank you, Carol, for hosting this amazing event. So I'm Ivy from Finland. I'm representing Arctic Nutrition, a Finnish wild food company. And the problem, what I solve is I help busy women to take care of their nutrition and live the magical and richer life and find their purpose and mission in their lives. And that's my purpose and mission on networking, to help people to find the other amazing people, connect with each other, and really make the huge impact into the world through people. We're all connected. The world is so small right now. I'm here located at the comfort of my home in Finland and connecting to states. So thank you, Carol, for inviting us today. Over to you.
Well, thank you so much, Ivy. And it is amazing to have you coming to us live all the way from Finland. And I know your time zone, you're probably, what is it, about 6:10 or something like that, evening dinner time. So I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us to celebrate Happy Friendsgiving and the value of friendships and business friends, right? The value of a network. And you're right, the world has gotten a lot smaller. And I know I'm grateful for technology, right? This opportunity to connect people around the world. So thank you, Ivy. All right, I am going to pass the mic over to Brenda Aveyard, and then Brenda, you introduce the next person.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Brenda Aveyard. And the problem I solve is entrepreneurs, especially female entrepreneurs. What happens when you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't go back to sleep and you're thinking about your business? Well, I know that when we break that all down, it comes up to money. And I help female entrepreneurs make more money by understanding and being able to work the sales process and to learn how to get a consistent flow of leads and how to follow up and get results from your clients. I have something exciting. You said just if there was anything exciting. I'm rejuvenating Top Performance Business School in January. And this is going to be a program for women who are either just starting their business or that they are not making the money that they need to make. So say they're making under $5,000 a month. I'm going to teach you business basics and everything to do. And I'm really excited about doing that. So it's going to be fun. It's all in the works. We were just in a planning session, but that's what I do. Thanksgiving is a special time for me because I think we need to be thankful for all the people that play a part in our lives. I have a better understanding of that after going through COVID, and I cherish my friends, and I am so happy to be out in the world again and getting to see people I know, turn my face, but get a quick hug. And Thanksgiving is a special time. And I love how Carol says Friendsgiving, because our world is used to Thanksgiving was just family dinner and everything, but our world is so different now. I would have never believed a year ago that I would be on a telephone call with Ivy, who I haven't talked to for quite a while, but we met through this networking group. So I'm grateful for the connections I've met. And one of the person I met, I'm going to invite to talk to you next. Her name is Cali Heiligenberg. And Cali is a new friend of mine that I met through networking. And she's my coach on Canva. And I'll tell you, it's amazing how Carol gives thanks for Thanksgiving, and I give thanks for Cali because for technology. And I'm scared of technology, but Cali made it fun and easy for me. And I'm eternally grateful to her. She is a young woman who reminds me a lot of myself when I was her age, and I had so much fun with her. Cali, tell them all about your wonderfulness.
Well, thank you, Brenda, for that lovely introduction. Hello, everybody. I am Cali Heiligenberg, and I work for a startup called Dignified Learning, where we create custom e-learning for organizations. And, it's really special because we work with every client to take content, expertise, subject matter experts, and it's already in their hands, and all we do is help them transform it online and get it to a space where they can share it internally or externally to reach an audience that they've been wanting to connect with. So that's what we do. And, in this month of giving and being thankful, I am just so thankful for friendships like Brenda that I've made, but also for, networking opportunities to build relationships rather than just transactions. I've learned it's a process, and it's lifelong learning that you need to connect with everybody and, make that effort to really get to know the person rather than what they're just offering or selling, because that's how you make friendships and true relationships that will help you be more successful, and you'll be able to help them be more successful. So that's what I'm thankful for this month. And I'm gonna introduce another friend of mine who I've met through networking, and her name is Natalie, and she's got some wonderful things that can help your health and your well-being through essential oils and other aspects of, exploration. So go ahead, Natalie.
Look at that. Awesome. Yes, I love having Cali in our circles, and it's just great to see her just blossom with all of us and enjoy all the things we all have been doing, from Carol's groups to some other things that we have enjoyed meeting our friendships. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. As my logo shows you here, I am the owner of A Niche of Nature, the home of places for natural wellness. As a teacher, it's always been my passion to love to see that aha moment, especially in children, and now moving into people who may not have those foundations. I worked in laying with children, that helping people find those missing pieces in their wellness. And so I take people from information to transformation by identifying their root causes of some of their challenges or their concerns. And we look at the things that they need to do that are missing, ways to help support them using essential oils and herbs. I'm currently in a clinical aromatherapy course to be a functional aromatherapist, which is, I like to call it the nurse practitioner of aromatherapy, because we'll have a lot of great things there, but also work with a great company that has provided the science behind helping to cut through all of the information. We know people have answers for wellness because you can find anything out there, but now to know what is good for you and what is not, and what do you need versus something else, and just really take that stress away and give you that guide on the side and that comfort to come be as your companion along your journey for helping you be your best self. I like to use nutrition, looking at your environment, and then overall wellness with a lot of different things in my toolkit. And that's why I call it a niche of nature, that I help you with your niche of need. So it's great to be with you all today. And let me pass it on to Tashunda. Did I say it correct? All righty. Take it away, my dear.
Yes, thank you so much. And I want to start by saying what I am thankful for, just for you ladies inviting me to come along and network alongside of you. As an entrepreneur, that has always been one of my struggles, is just kind of stepping out of my comfort zone, networking, and just meeting genuine people. So I'm so thankful for that. But like she said, I am Tasanda, and I am the owner of Tell of His Grace, and we are a nonprofit. We are a Mississippi-based nonprofit, but we are now building our roots in Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri. So we're kind of spreading out to the Midwest a little bit. And the focus of our company, we work to empower women to live their best lives, like on their journey to wholeness. We have a leadership academy that we go in and we show women how to become leaders, just networking opportunities. And then we have something for the girls as well, which is called Sincerely the Girls. So that's like a session where we take the girls through the process of not just becoming leaders, but just kind of growing. And then lastly, one of my favorite outreaches that we do is the Period Project. And that is a mobile hygiene pantry. And we're very strong in the state of Mississippi. And like I said, we're transferring it around. But not only do we provide like free hygiene resources to the young ladies, we come in and we provide that educational piece as well. So happy Thanksgiving. And like I said, I'm so thankful to be able to join you ladies this morning. And I am going to pass it on to Miss Betty.
Bring myself back to life. Let me bring myself back to life.
Betty, you're on mute.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to bring myself back to life here. I've got a terrible cold, as you can probably tell. And I'm thrilled to be here with you today. And I'm looking out the window of a lovely neighborhood that is not mine, because I am very thankful to be visiting my daughter, who I have not seen in 2 years, since Thanksgiving 2 years ago, before everything crashed in. I didn't see her at Christmas. I can't remember why I didn't see her at Christmas, but I didn't. She's in Washington, D.C. And she's a scientist with the NIH. So she's way up that corridor off of 70. And they bought a home this summer, and it's in a beautiful neighborhood, and it's gorgeous. And despite this crud, I am going to go for a walk. I'm going to bundle up and make sure I put something around my ears and around my throat and go for a walk. And I do a lot of things. You can tell by the PhD, I am an academic. It's one of the things I wear. I'm living currently in Lafayette, and I'm grateful that I'm going to probably be involved with Purdue University next week or next semester, or certainly next year. I also just had a great aha this morning when I was taking my shower, because I'm going to be revitalizing my nonprofit called Global Visits. And this is something I've been doing for a very long time. I've lived overseas for a very long time. And I'm a global public servant and doing United Nations kind of work, and also Fulbright. And the Global Visits is an old idea. It's a linkage program linking students together. But I thought, Ben, it's an old idea. It's a tired idea. What's going to make it exciting and new? And it just hit me this morning. Nothing like a hot shower. It's like being in a spa, right? You're just with steam and the heat. You're feeling good. And I thought, I just watched what was going on in Glasgow and how disappointed the young people were, and how disappointed young people are that we're not getting out of their way. And I really trust these kids. I think these young people, they're amazing. We've got to trust them. We got to trust them with books we're afraid of their reading in high school. We got to trust them with science. We got to trust them with a lot of things. And we felt like people needed to trust us, right? I know that generation said, don't trust anybody over 30. And I thought, when I put together this nonprofit again, my international advisory board and everything about it is going to be all young people. It's going to be all young people, starting with high school and college and graduate students, and say, okay, these are the issues I want to deal with. I want to deal with climate. I want to deal with peace and conflict resolution. I want to deal with a number of issues here. It's called Global Visits, because the world still needs to be connected. And we don't need to have a senior advisor to sort of guide you like a sage on the stage. Bullshit. Let them run with it. And I'm excited about that. What I do to make money for my great ideas, because these are wonderful things, but how do you make money? I don't want to worry about whether I make money teaching or global visits. I work with a company called Juice Plus, and I help power up the magic that's already in our bodies. The magic that is, and the miracle that's in our bodies that simply needs to be fed the right stuff. And the right stuff is nutrition. And I think a lot of us have already talked about it. And one of the biggest challenges that we have to our health here in the United States is bad food. And even 70% of food in grocery stores is processed. We don't get enough fruits and vegetables. And that's what I do through Juice Plus. And so that is my economic engine. It's what I love doing. It's a passion. And it helps all my other dreams come true.
That's awesome, Betty. Thank you so much. You are amazing with all the work that you do beyond just powering up nutrition, health, and wellness, but all the work that you've done. And I've been watching you and following you online with the women of Afghanistan and all of the other global initiatives that you do. So thank you so much, Betty. You have a heart of gold, and I'm so happy you found the Zoom link. You're here with us to celebrate. Happy
I
Friendsgiving.
was getting really frustrated. I thought Eventbrite gets kind of confusing because it sends you down bunny trails with some of their links. And I was just downstairs with my daughter doing some stuff, and I was scrambling. I'm thinking, where the heck is that? It's got to be,
Yeah.
I found the password.
I'm glad you found it. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to pass the mic over to Gail Jordan. Gail, thank you so much for joining us here to celebrate Happy Friendsgiving. And we are really just going around this Zoom room, introducing ourselves, who we are, what we do, the problem that we solve. And then anything you'd like to share regarding Thanksgiving, Friendsgiving. This is a time for us to celebrate all the great things that are happening in our lives, and a time to be grateful and in gratitude. So Gail, I'm going to pass the mic over to you.
Okay. I'm Gail Jordan from Cincinnati, Ohio, actually Westchester. I think we should say where we're from, because sometimes I get a little lost in where you're at. But I'm a realtor. I work with residential, light commercial, and land in the entire state of Ohio. So I'm not limited to Cincinnati. I'm working with one gentleman that's selling a house in Springfield and wants to relocate to Hamilton. I can do that. I also am a certified Keller office. I have a hard time saying this. Keller offers ready to sell certified agent. So, and what does that mean? That means if you're ready to sell your house, but you need new windows or you need new siding, and financially you're not prepared to do that, we have 0 interest loans to help you accomplish that, so that you can then increase the value of your house and sell it for more. And I'm pretty excited about that, because especially it helps young people. And there's just a lot to do. The problem that we solve is we find residence for people that would have no other way of finding it. And sometimes the internet, sadly, isn't accurate. So, it's just bringing people together and changing their lives completely in their new residence, and holding their hand if it's a sad situation, or giving them a hug when it's a happy one. So you just have to love, connect, and do good for others. And so I build my business on referrals. So if any of you Ohioans can think about that, if you have friends that are about to sell or buy, give me a call. I can help.
Well, thank you so much, Gail. And you're absolutely right. Oh, go ahead, Gail.
One more thing.
Yes.
I'm happy about the network because I reconnected with Brenda.
Yes.
Brenda and I went to high school together. And we're trying
We
to
just
connect.
realized that.
Pardon?
I said, we just realized that when we met at the Beautiful Faces Going Places first live
Right.
luncheon at the AC
Right.
Hotel.
Well, I was snooping around her Facebook, And I said,
Like you little Snoop.
well, it's good because that way I know if I know people you know.
Yeah.
I
Aw.
saw her maiden name and I thought, I know that name. And so we connected. And I think that's
Awesome.
exciting. Absolutely.
That is awesome. I mean, a way to reconnect friendships from years back, right? From high school. I
Yeah.
think that's an amazing story. But you know what? That would not have had happened, right? If you had not, as Brenda says, get up, dress up, get cute, and get out, right? That's right. You've got to get up, dress up, show up. And I think that is one of the values of being part of a professional women's association and tapping into a network and rekindling or establishing new friendships in business. I wrote in the description of this Zoom event really about the power of a network. And I think a lot of people don't realize the value that a lot of, whether they're chamber of commerces, professional associations, the value of a network. And as Cali had mentioned earlier, you know, it's beyond asking for that sale. It's really building that long-term lasting friendship relationship and supporting one another. So that would not have happened. That rekindling of your friendship wouldn't have happened had it not been you two getting up, dressing up, showing up, and attending an event, you know, live. And now here we are together today to celebrate Happy Friendsgiving. As we get ready to wrap up, I would like to open up the floor and have anyone here, Pivy, Brenda, Cali, share some insightful thoughts, whether it's about friendship and Friendsgiving, the Thanksgiving season, or any messages that you'd like to leave our viewers and audience with. We are here to support small business owners and entrepreneurs, and I value your input. So we're going to open up the floor here.
I'll share something. I think sometimes some things about Thanksgiving are so personal and so such an opportunity to share with people. Tonight, I will share with you what I will do. I will write a Thanksgiving letter to my clients and I will send it out, because who am I any more grateful for than my clients? And sometimes it's so nice to let people know that. So if you, well, I won't do it tonight, it's 2 more days, but letting people know how grateful you are for them. So if you were my client, I'd say, so your homework is to send a Thanksgiving message by text, email, or a telephone conversation to someone or a few people, just to let them know how grateful you are to have them in your life, because we don't know where they are in their life. And a simple telephone call, a text, an email can make all the difference in the world for someone, because we don't know what lives in their heart. So I say, reach out and show your gratitude. And that's what I'll share about Thanksgiving.
I love it, Brenda, and you're absolutely right. We don't know what's going on in everyone's lives, you know, and I know sometimes the holidays can be a very challenging and a sad time for some, especially if you're missing loved ones, or, you know, you start reflecting upon, I'm not where I want to be in life, or whatever it is. But I think a lot of times we're missing loved ones, right? We're not able to be together. And I know I think about my son in the military. He won't be coming home. He and his family won't be coming home this Thanksgiving. So there'll be a missing seats at our table, but I'm looking forward to Christmas and celebrating with him then. But you're absolutely right, Brenda. We don't know what's going on in you know, everyone's lives, and it does, you know, it takes a very simple act to create a message of gratitude, you know, via text or phone call or email. But I love that. Thank you so much, Brenda. All right, anyone else?
Well, for me, Thanksgiving is bittersweet. My mother's birthday was on November 24th. So Thanksgiving and her birthday seemed to come together, and we no longer have her. So it's amazing that you said that, because that's exactly what I was feeling. It's always a little sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we all know people who are going through some type of loss, but we don't always know that it's happening. So we'll lift a glass to your mother when we lifted a glass to my father on Thanksgiving Day. How's that?
Thank you.
I love that. Yes. Yeah. Anyone else? Natalie, it looked like you wanted to say something. There you go.
I'll
The
jump in
floor
on
is
kind of
yours.
autopilot here. You know, as I was thinking about this, a lot of things I'm thankful for with family, and you know, this unusual time. You know, it's sorry that our daughter-in-law had some surgery, but very thankful that the work that we have gives us that flexibility to be able to move things around, that we can be there for family. And kind of caught my throat today. I picked up JP from preschool, and they had their Thanksgiving dinner. And in all the commotion of things, we didn't get the message that grandmas and parents were supposed to come for the dinner. And he goes, Nana, I was so sad you didn't come to the dinner with me. And I'm like, guilt from all the years past of my children that I was working full time and could not go to them. So it was his little moment, but it cut through me like everything. And I'm like, oh, JP, I wish I would have known, because I would have been there. But it reminded me that in our work, we really are thankful for the things we have, but it's also something that it has a call to action, I guess, to me, to make sure I'm reaching out and helping others, you know, doing something, making sure that it's not about my business, but it's about who I really am and where can I give back, where can I share my talents with things, and just really in thankfulness giving to places that can, you know, I can add value to. And I think sometimes we're in that grind of work to work to work, and the next sale or the next client or whatever, and we sometimes forget the joy of just serving. So it's, for me, a little bit more call to action, to be a little more intentional with that, maybe a little more actual planning. You know, I plan a lot of things, but maybe I need to plan some more times that in my week, in my month, that I'm showing where it's not about me getting a reward other than the heart, but it's a place where I can give reward to someone else. So that's just, I know, might be a little heady there, but you know, that whole moment of driving home with all of that was like, okay, process this, don't go down that rabbit hole of guilt and blame. And I think that just was for me saying, I just need to find places that I can do more. And now that I have that opportunity. So
Nancy, I had this exact experience, although I did know about it, but I could not tear away from work. So what I did, I contacted the teacher, asked her if there was anything that I could do to participate in my granddaughter's school. So what we did, I went in to read Dr. Seuss book, Scrambled Eggs, Super de Duper de Booper, Special Deluxe a la Peter T. Hooper. And I read that. I read that to the whole class, and my granddaughter sat next to me and held my hand. So she had her special time. So maybe that's something you can arrange. You don't have to read Special
well,
Deluxe.
but since I'm 2 hours away, this was my golden moment, and I missed it.
I'm
So,
sorry.
but I'm okay. Like I said, I said, do you forgive me that I didn't come? Yes, Nana, that's fine. So tomorrow when preschool's off, we're going to have some Thanksgiving things then. So maybe I didn't get to go to the school and be there for him to show off, but I said, I'll be at his Christmas program in a couple of weeks. So I told Dave, we're driving, no matter.
That's wonderful, Natalie. And Gail, you're absolutely right. There are other ways to kind of make it up, right? And I know there will be more opportunities for you, Natalie. Yes. Well, my goodness, a time to give thanks, and my heart is full. I am filled with gratitude that each and every one of you got up, dressed up, showed up to share this happy Friendsgiving time together. And as Gail and Natalie mentioned, there are so many different places and ways that we can give and show our gratitude. And I just think about all of the, reach out to your local nonprofits. I know Tasanda has one. Betty, you are creating one, but you work for a lot of nonprofits as well and supporting. There are so many different places, whether they're, Kiwanis, Rotary clubs, churches, so many different organizations for us to take the time to give, to donate. So I just want to say, continue giving. It really does make the world a better place. So, well, thank you so much. Happy Friendsgiving. I just want to say I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us. Enjoy happy Friendsgiving and happy Thanksgiving as well. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Carol, did the meeting start at, I thought it was 12 to 1.